We are on Moed Katan Parak Bet Mishnah Aleph. The Mishnah is going to tell us about certain things, similar things that one can do on Chol Hamoed, even though they're normally prohibited. Misha hafach et zeitab. The person turned over his olives. Ve'ero evel o ones. And happened that he became an avel. He lost a relative. Or ones, some unforeseen event happened which prevented him from doing his work. What does it mean he turned over his zeitim? Says the Bartanura. Derech menei adam shemabchim zeitim. People, they would stir their zaitim, meaning when they would make olives into olive oil, they would let it sit for a while and ripen. And then they would stir and get it really ready for pressing. But in the basket or in the receptacle in which they are collected, okay, when they want to put it into the Beit Habad, into the olive press. And then, once you stir it, ilo masik lehu labad litchon, if you don't, after you turn them and you stir it, if you don't bring them to the press, pasde, you're going to lose. So remember we talked about davar ha'aved. So now this is a davar ha'aved because you stirred your olives, okay, and this is the classic press. So this is the mat'an, okay, it's in the basket, it's ready, you stirred it, you're ready, and then you're all ready to get the press on, and these huge, really, really heavy beans. If you look anywhere, there's a gazillion of them all over Israel. It's really fascinating. Okay, you can go to all these different really cool sites and see a gazillion different kinds of olive presses all over the place. They had incredible olive presses. So you would have, this is where the olives are kept. The olives would be squeezed out into here and go into this little receptacle. That's where they would collect it, the oil. Okay, and there's this beam they would put in the wall. Okay, and they could either weigh these down with rocks or turn it on a screw or what have you. Okay, there's a million different examples. If you've ever been to Israel, you've seen examples like this, right? There's these huge rocks that they would lift, and here you can see the olives in here, and they would squeeze them down. So once you already stirred your olives, so then you need to get the olives into the press. Or so that you had an avel, a mourning, or an ones, or an unforeseen, unavoidable problem. Oshi too, Pauline. The workers never showed up. You're ready to do the work 2 days before Yantif, and they don't show up. They say, yeah, we got sick, whatever, or we don't feel like coming. Now it's Chol Hamoed. So Yantif comes, and you're freaking out, because if you don't do something, you're going to lose your olives and your parnasah, and it's going to be bad. To'en korah rishona, you're allowed to, according to the Tanakama, Rabbi Yehuda, to'en, lift on the first beam. Uminicha la'achar hamoed, meaning you're allowed to do this first beam, they say 1 beam and 2 beams. You can see there was all different kinds of ways that they would do it. So you put on this first beam, and then you leave it, because once you start squeezing out a little bit, then it's not going to get ruined, because you already got it out at the beginning of the oil. So you're okay. That's what Rabbi Yehuda says. Rabbi Yehuda says you do the minimal amount on Chol Hamoed in order not to lose the davar haved. Rabbi Yossi says no. Zolef, v'gomer, v'gaf, kedarko. Once you're doing it, you do it kedarko. What do these words mean? Zolef, shofech hazeitim. You pour the zeitim al gabei beit habad. You can already pour them into the olive press. Gomer, schitatam. You squeeze them as much as you can. Even the gaf. Gaf means to put on the stopper. So 10 bichaviot of the barrels. Meaning once you're permitted to do it, Rabbi Yossi says, you're allowed to do everything. You're allowed to do all that you need to do in order to finish the job of squeezing out the olives. You don't have to do the minimum amount and then leave the rest for after Yom Tov. We'll stop here and dedicate the learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.